brought to you by BoardGameAtlas.com, the fastest growing board game community in the world. Kia ora koutou and welcome to Dale of Merchant Collector's Edition in about 3 minutes. Review copy used. There is no solo mode. It's a game for 2 to 4 players. Playing time is short for 2 players and medium for 3 or 4. It's a moderately complex game. In Dale of Merchants, you take the role of an animal folk merchant, trying to build the best and most wonderful trade stall possible. Can you manage your stock, use clever techniques, and outmaneuver your opponents? Or will you be forced to say, "Some might call this junk, but I call it treasure"? The winner is the first player to complete 8 stalls. Stalls are sets of cards in increasing values in matching sets. Deck building. You start the game with a basic set of cards and add new ones throughout the game. Set collection. Sets of cards are not only used for scoring, they also have synergies with others of their type. Player turn. At the start of the game, select the animal sets you will play with. This is the number of players plus 1. You start with a basic card from each set and a number of junk cards totaling to 10. On your turn, deal yourself 5 cards. Cards come in 2 main types: junk cards and animal cards. Each card has a value, the set it belongs to, its type, and any special rules. On your turn, you can do one of the following 4 actions. Buy from the market. To buy a card, you must discard card values equal to its cost. For example, 3 here. Place the purchase card in your discard pile along with the cards you used. Note that cards further left have an increased cost to purchase, and that some cards generate coins, which can also be used to buy things. The second action is to discard any number of cards from your hand. This is because at the end of the turn, you only refill to 5 and cannot normally discard. The third action is to build your stall. We already have built a size 1 stall with this green card, so can build a size 2 stall alongside it. In later turns, we would need to build a size 3 stall. This can be done with 1 or multiple matching cards. The last action is technique, and this is when you play a card for its special ability. And this is where Dale of Merchants gets tricky, as many technique cards have this plus symbol, which means you can play another action afterwards, including another technique. So we play this card to search our discard for another card and put it at the bottom of our nearly empty deck. We then play this card to permanently remove a junk card, and then this one to draw 2 cards, paying 1 card to do so and discarding 1. So we can get the card we got from our discard earlier and end the turn by taking a stall action with it. You can also play with variable player powers and other options, which add a significant variation on how you play. Why would you like this game? If that example of what you can do on your turn made you think, "Oh wow, that sounds cool," then this is a game for you. Dale of Merchants is a deck building game for fans of that core mechanic. If you've played out Dominion and want the next step up, this is your game, as the variety in the sets is huge, especially if you include all of the expansions for this game. And the variable player power options are utterly overwhelming in their variety and how they change gameplay. If the core gameplay does speak to you, then Dale of Merchants could give you hundreds, if not thousands of plays. The best thing about this game is its customization and variety. Oh, and the backstories of the characters, like this guinea pig safety tester, bless. However, to get all the stuff for Dale of Merchants means getting a fair few other boxes of stuff to complete the game. And despite the cute animals, this is a mechanics-driven game and it lives and dies on its mechanics. If that turn sequence I described earlier sounds messy and finicky, this won't be for you, and no amount of cute creatures changes that. As mentioned, this is an evolution of the mechanics introduced in Dominion. And like the cute animals but not the mechanics, consider Everdell. Dale of Merchants. Systematic Eurasian beavers sold separately. If you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, support us on Patreon, and check out our website.